Hope I'm in the right place though.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it's going live on Instagram. I'm about to turn this volume off over here and get this thing rocking. You know how we do. Get this start up the. Where's my clip? Here's the title. Yeah. What up, good people? Welcome to another episode of the 710 The Slickville Show. I am your host, Jay Brown, aka Mr. 710.
Hey y'all. It's
And
your
we are
girl.
back with the same. Yeah. Yeah. Look, man, it feels like it's been forever. And when I say
I mean, it has.
forever,
Respectfully, it has.
sheesh. I know forever for some, super forever for some of us,
Yeah.
but just a little forever for, yeah, boy. No, whatever. Anyway, look, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just start off by apologizing now for everything that might come later on. I'm just talking about to anybody that's listening.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of them.
This boy getting carried off the field already. These boys need to drink some damn milk.
I tell you, it's gonna be one of them. So look, good people, on tonight's show, we're gonna have a good time today. We got a lot to get to. And when I tell you it's a lot,
I'll let you.
it's ooh. It's one of them.
Okay.
It's one of them. Anytime I apologize early, we know what type of show it's about to be. Anytime it's an early apology.
Hey, BK.
Listen, tonight we're gonna get into some body shaming. We're gonna talk about
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a would you rather before we get up out of here. It's gonna be two. Might be two, but it's definitely gonna be one. But we know we're gonna do since last week, but it's gonna be a couple weeks for some of us. And
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about this Naked Avenger as well as the Twilight Zone. Look at your face. For everybody that's if you're listening on the podcast and you can't see it, you should see her face when she heard Naked Avenger. Trust me.
When I tell y'all, I get the subject this stuff, y'all. So I'm sitting here like,
Hey, you told me you'd rather freestyle, so
I mean, that's the best way for me to actually understand. So that's why whenever I have facial expressions, y'all, it's literally because I'm like, oh Lord.
blam blam. Look, this is all I got to say. And when we get to it, you will get it. You understand wholeheartedly, 100%.
Okay. Well, I'm also watching the game too, y'all. So if I'm like casually like, it's because of a play.
Is one of these your team?
No, but you know, today is Russell's premiere day against his old team.
Yeah.
My team won yesterday, baby. I don't know about y'all. You know, I just go with the flow with the Giants. You know, you just never know if they gonna win or not. I know your Bears won, but you know, I just want to put it out there. You know what I'm saying?
My team won. My team won. Do your thing, Chicago.
I don't really care what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? You live in Atlanta. Okay. I lived in Jersey too. What are you talking about? Let me shut up. We win Super Bowl.
I have won. But listen, before we get into it, I did want to talk about something that was real serious. One of my friends on Instagram, she posted this ladies be careful. And the ladies be careful. They was talking about all of these new and improved ways that these abductors have started grabbing and like it's so look, I need you all to be extra vigilant when it comes to being aware of your surroundings, being aware and not just doing the things that you've used to been doing, because it ain't that no more. And when I tell you these new and improved methods to incapacitate women, to get you in their vehicles and all this other stuff, it's next level. When I tell you this, like it was like a 7-slide situation, and they were talking about like the whole it being like topical ointments that they putting on door handles, so when you grab a door, it can put you in a bad situation, put you in bad shape, or sticking something as simple as a napkin in your door handle, so when you grab the napkin, this ointment gets on you and have you all passed out and jacked up,
broken tires.
Yeah.
So really, you don't know if it's the boot guys who keep coming around or if it's a sex trafficker. So you have to really, really, really be careful where you park at, especially here in Atlanta, ladies. It's made its way up to Gwinnett real heavy, and I'm up in the Gwinnett area, but everybody's like, oh, you live in the good area. Nah, fam. Like, it's up here too. No area is safe. No woman is safe. We have no rights. I don't even know why we're fucking alive at this point. Like, we don't get to control our bodies. We get sex trafficked. We get told what to do with our bodies. We are also being told you're going to sell this poom poom. Like,
listen, it's so bad. Like, check behind your tires. Like, it's stuff like that. Like, they'll break a bottle behind your tires. Most people just get in and start driving. And then, a little ways down the road, your tire is flat and you get out to go check on it, and they right behind you and they grab you. The whole tap and grab you. It ain't no real accident, just enough to make you get out and take a look. Did I get you? So listen, when I tell you it's a time this is the time where you need to be aware in a different kind of way. And everybody is a suspect. I don't care. I do not care. Like, everybody is a suspect. And so,
especially my ladies dating on these dating apps and things of that nature. Yeah. If you can, ladies, honestly, I always tell people this: stick to Bumble. It was made for us, by us. They have safety precautions and features that would definitely aid you. So stick with that app if you're deciding to go back into the dating world. You're using dating apps because it's something that's verifiable. They have it to where you have a setting to where you only have verified accounts that you can access and can access you. So there's different ways to actually stay safe. Get yourself some safety measures on behalf of your keys. It's a young Black girl. She actually sells defense mechanisms for people's keys. It has tasers. It has prongs. It has a stab and go method. It has mace. It's cute, but it's dangerous at the same time. But yeah, definitely be on top of the people that are around you, and just keep your head on a swivel. I just saw this thing recently with this young girl, and you would think it's common sense to not load your groceries into your car with your back turned. I don't know why she would have said that she does this, but she said since she's become more aware of the sex trafficking mechanisms and tactics that they're doing, she now keeps her butt toward her actual car and loads that way and keeps her head in the swivel. I'm like, you should have been doing that in the first place, honey, because that makes you more vulnerable if you're turned around and you really can't see what's coming at you. But really be aware, getting gas at night, ladies. Please stop doing that. Please stop doing that. If you want to visit your sneaky link, please stop doing it at wee hours. Tell that man to come where you are. It's not safe for you anymore. Hate to see it. Hate to say it. I'm gonna just say it.
You better make it. Like, don't wait till the last minute to get gas. Like, don't do that. Like, we are all adults now. Like, let's do better. But definitely. I did want to get that out the way before I got to the foolishness.
Oh, Lord.
Because the foolishness, it's been an abundance of foolishness since we last spoke. And when I tell you, in abundance. Like I'm using those words that you can't even play in Scrabble. Like you can't even play it in Scrabble. So since last week, or last 2 weeks or 3, what's been going on, kiddo?
Oh, he's in there.
Actually, scratch that. I'll go.
You go.
Yeah, you can watch that. I'll go.
I'm ready.
So since last week, I've realized that I really dislike the voting time of the year. Like the voting time of the year where all these commercials come on, they bug the mess out of me.
And they be coming out of nowhere too. It's like I was watching that.
Like they pop up and you don't know what you're watching until it's like such and such for governor, or you need to vote this person out. And I was watching a game yesterday, and they go to commercial. I'm looking down, I'm doing something, and I hear the screaming. I look up, and they're like, "Lori Lightfoot, have you had enough?" And it was I missed the first part. I just looked up and saw the Lori Lightfoot, Chicago mayor, I believe, and so it came on again. And so I looked up, and it was these 3 guys assaulting this woman, and then Lori Lightfoot, have you had enough? And I was like, so you think that Lori Lightfoot is like, yeah, that's okay? I mean, these commercials just bug me.
I don't know, fam, because I got something to say behind that.
I mean, I did just see that Chicago had a situation. Something just happened with your feed on the yeah. You can come back, it'll be all right. But on top of this, listen, the commercials are one thing. I work from home for the most part. We have a sign on our door that's right over there. The sign on our door that says,
no soliciting.
It is big. All right, let me add you back. Blam, blam. It is big, and it reads, please do not ring doorbell. Just leave the package at the door. Call my cell if you have the number. In bold, do not ring the doorbell. And so because I know that sign is up there, I know that sign is very visible. I know that sign is at eye level for any regular human being. I know that it is. When that doorbell rings and it's not somebody I'm expecting, I have a problem immediately. Immediately I have a problem. And part of the reason why I have a problem is because the doorbell rang one day and it started a fight between my dogs. They were on their way to go protect they fought each other on their way to protect the house. And so if you don't have to ring the doorbell, don't ring my damn doorbell. And apparently one of the candidates here in Georgia have people going around doing some door-to-door. Hey, vote for my people. I'm not going to say their name, but it rhymes with Tracy Rabrams. Rhymes with Tracy Rabrams. She apparently did not get people that can read to volunteer to do this task of knocking on doors. Now, once again, the sign is big. It's not in Braille, so you can read it. But she rings the doorbell. Now, listen, I believe that there is a door, an approach to door etiquette. There's a doorbell etiquette. And the person goes up to the door. Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, so you hit me with the 3 doorbell rings with the sign on the door that says, do not ring my doorbell. It's way too much. My dogs are going absolutely ape shit. Roo, 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 roo. I'm in here. I'm trying to get I'm getting up. And before I can get up to get them in the cage, do. This person knocks on the door. as I'm putting the dogs in the cage, and I'm getting them in the cage because I do not want to open the door with them still going crazy. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Can you effing read? Is what I yell. And apparently, they walk off. I get the dogs in the cage. I go look out the peephole. No one's there, and it's no package. Now I'm extra pissed. I open the door. I go outside. I'm like, I see this woman walking back to her car. What the hell do you want? And can you read? She was like, I didn't have a package. I'm with Stacey Abrams. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever you was going to tell me about this woman, I don't care.
You've seen it in the commercial. Y'all didn't need to come to it.
You don't have to knock on my door like you did way entirely too much. I don't think I've ever been that mad at somebody knocking on my door. Even the white girl that knocked on my door at 11 o'clock talking about she was in danger, I was less mad. Yeah, that was when we, like 2 years after we moved in, we were just in the living room somewhere, and next thing you know, I hear, help me. And then some white girl running to the door. I was like, you came to the wrong house, fam.
Sounds like an invasion, if you ask me.
What you want me to do?
Why are you white in this area? Let's start there.
I got the strap. I got the strap.
I'ma say, what you doing over here?
I ain't going, yeah, because it ain't none on this street. Wait, it's two. But
okay, well,
the way my street is set up, the way it's set up,
so why you come over here?
you should not have stopped at my place. Like, my place was not the place to go to. Like, you ended up at this spot. It's gonna end bad for you. I'm sorry. You should call the police. Is what you should do. Hey, now I'm gonna call the police for you. Just keep walking. Keep running.
Down the side, just keep breathing so we know you outside.
I'm not gonna let you in. I didn't hear nothing on the news about some white girl being abducted or killed, so I figured it was all right. She found some help. But rhymes with Tracy Abrams, and I've already said her name. Yo, don't tell your folks to read the signs. Tell your folks to read the signs, man. I don't like that at all. I'm talking about I was heated in a different kind of way.
I know you were. I know you were.
Heated.
Fighting 2 dogs to get the cage.
Fuming.
So it was literally not following directions. And that's the biggest thing about cancer. Please follow directions. Like please don't. Let's be assertive. Let's just take the initiative to let's follow directions first before you do something crazy, and then we have to act out. And then when we act out, it's like, oh, you're being aggressive. No, your warning was there. Now you're getting on my nerves for something simple. Simple is hard. I've learned for a lot of people.
Oh, I lost it. Oh, I lost it.
Like, I know you did.
Is there, like, chat room, do you have an etiquette when you go to somebody's home and you have to ring the doorbell? Like, what is your typical doorbell ring to knock ratio? Like, what's that? What does that look like?
I really feel like it's just too nice. Like you banging, it better be something, because I'm about to come out banging on you. Just know that. And my maintenance people, I work from home, so I'll never forget, like, when I first started, and I was just like, knock softly. I don't need you to rampart on my door like you're the police. They knock like he was the police. He said, oh, I was just being funny. And guess what funny got? My 7.5 almost up his rear, because I was like, dude, why are you doing that? I said, now let's see how funny it is when I walk down to your job and do something reckless. He was like, my bad. I was like, you new here too? I'm the last tenant you want to play with. They was like, yeah, she's not doing it, bro. I was like, y'all better get him together. Don't rampart on my door. You can do like a small little knock once, knock twice, but don't keep knocking, bro.
Yeah, you like. I don't feel like there should be like, all right. Salio said 3 knocks, 1 doorbell thing. Then Pop said he just rang the doorbell, no knocks. And so you look at it like, all right, if I ring the doorbell, I ring the doorbell, doo-doo. Just like, but if I can't hear it, if I can't hear the doorbell, then I give it a knock. Doo. But after that, and there's some space in between that. Like there's some time in between that.
There needs to be a little bit of a cordial pause here. Don't get me the back to back.
Allow me to get to the door. Allow me, if I'm asleep, allow me to wake up and get to the door. Allow me to walk across my house. Don't be boom, 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 boom. It is not an emergency. Tracy Abrams will be all right. I promise. It's not going to come down to my one. But I tell you what.
His name 4 different ways.
She won't be back. Like that's the thing. That's what I know is that lady will not be back. She will skip right over.
So hard.
Yes. She will. Well,
bump his vote.
Yeah, we don't need that one. Look, I'm not gonna look. That didn't make me want to vote for the other guy, but that one might be blank on my ballot.
Again. You trying your options.
It might be blank on the ballot because I don't know about the other guy. I have no idea about the other guy. That other guy, he's not what we want at all.
He's a loose cannon.
Yes.
He choked his wife almost to death. That commercial just came on for the umpteenth time. Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Hey, so like this is a whole bunch of stuff, and so my wife and I, we were having a conversation the other day, and it kind of came like we were talking about the Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish situation, but it was more about they was wondering like, hey, why is Aries getting trashed too? And I was like, well, he made the comment about Lizzo, and I was like, it's crazy that. And I think it might be just a circle I keep in the audience and the stuff that I pay attention to. But I was like, Lizzo puts her body out there in a kind of way that the average person is not used to for a lady her size. And so there was something else that came up, and it was a lady that was body shaming another lady. And I was like,
Sydney, which is one of her dancers.
Okay. And I was like, wow. Like, I almost feel like I see ladies doing more body shaming when it comes to other women than guys doing it outwardly outside of what their preferences are.
Yes, that is very true. And I don't care what anybody says. A guy is always in the back of his head, always going to bump a BBW. I don't care. You're a fucking liar. You just want to see the ocean. Stop pointing. You want to see. Like, that's the cat, sir.
All right.
You want to see what it actually looks like. Like, don't do that. But honestly, I do feel like a lot of women do body shame other women, even if it's like for their own regard to the body choices that they even make.
Mm-hmm.
Like with these BBLs and things of that nature. And they really like body shame those who are comfortable in their skin, who are forward moving when it does come to body progression. But the things that are said, like she's one cheeseburger away from a heart attack, and no man wants a woman like that. But then when you turn the camera around for any man's mom that's actually taking the photo, it's like, yeah. That be pissing me off. I'm like, oh, okay, Chris. I'm with Kevin Samuel, so you are the quality man. Okay, you are the prize. Like, But I have the nerve to like fat shame, and what's so crazy is Aries Spears literally does not look like Aries Spears at all anymore. Where's your jawline, fam?
That's hilarious.
Where's your jawline, fam? I'm sick of it. And I'm sober, okay? I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of it. What is going on? And it's like the things that make the media, although, like, yeah, he is a comedian, there was no comedic act here. Now he's like, I'm not really afraid of what the backlash is for the situation with him and Tiffany, but he's more so scared for his career. Bitch, you ain't done nothing and God knows when.
Not since Mad TV.
Baby. Oh, Mad. Like, get out of here. Ain't nobody playing with you. Nobody know who you are right now. You're saying things so that you can coattail on a woman that is actually winning right now.
Right.
She's winning. Created a lane for herself and other women, and she's winning. And you're mad. You're mad because I guarantee you at one point he slid her DMs and she didn't respond, and now you tight. Let's just call it for what it is.
Just go slide right on in there and just.
Your edges are showing.
So, you know what the funny thing about like now, and I know there was a time in which it was like now that the bodies are what the bodies are and what's being accepted and what's being promoted out on social media, like thick is in, thick is thick, like thick is what is gonna be, and it ain't there's no shame. Like, hey, I got this. You know, I wrote this out, and then I had to cross it out, and I was like, dudes be openly liking meat, and I was like, pause. They like cushion, and then I was like, some openly like meat, but they like that cushion, and
it's the truth.
It's not about those real skinny stick people or stick ladies if the olive oils anymore. It's they like I like that meat. I want to get something to hug up on.
I can't even pass on it. Like, you really you're not sitting here like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. If she holds herself, 9 times out of 10, you ask a man right now, if a woman holds herself well,
yeah,
her hygiene is to par, her style. She could style herself no matter what size she is, and her confidence is there. Oh, he going for it.
For the win. For the win.
He's dipping in the sauce. He might even lay a backstroke in it.
Because
talking about.
Because it ain't about, back in the day, they'd be like, she had a pretty face. She looked thick. She got a pretty face. I'm gonna just take her down through there because she got a pretty face. Like, I can do that. And now it's like, Shawty got an ass on her.
They not talking about us small-framed individuals, honey.
No.
I'm telling you. Trust me, I done got moved out the dance floor plenty of times by some older, thick women. Gone boo, bitch. I was like, damn. My mama even pushed me aside. Okay, watch out. And you just hit me. I'm like, these songs were not made about us. They were, but they're not.
Now,
they're not.
So.
They're mad. That's like, what's the UFC fighter? What's his name? Or boxer? I don't know what the hell he is. The one who just had the sex tape leaked on the boat. Dang, what's his name? Little Irish kid.
The Irish dude, he famous?
Yeah.
Conor McGregor?
Yeah. So apparently he had something to say recently about Lizzo too. She had a billboard outside of his house, and he was just like, "This is what we're promoting." I was like, "Sir, you need to be focused on your shit in your lane. Worry about yourself." She had a whole billboard. Mind your business. Mind the business that pays you, honey, because she's paid.
Blam.
She got a billboard. She's paid. I don't know about you, but she's paid.
Hey, so you know what's funny? I looked at whenever I had these type of conversations, and I start trying to examine like where I want to go with it, and try to juxtapose like dudes versus women, and I was like, dudes don't necessarily body shame other dudes, but we will roast your height.
Like, you'll roast their height and their kicks.
Like you can be big. Like for a dude, like you could be short, tall, husky, but it doesn't, like, if you cool, you cool. Like you cool. But we gonna roast that height. But if you short, like that's the only thing that we gonna roast if you short now. But if ladies be like, and so this was funny. I posted this thing on Facebook that was like things that people whisper in church. Go. And there was 69 comments.
Look at her skirt. Look what she got.
Blam, blam.
No, she's just in here to get her man.
That part.
She's sitting up front.
Most
shouting a little hard.
there was none about dudes.
Nope. Everything is she.
Outside of the few comments about the pastor and how long that they've been preaching, there was nothing about dudes. It was about women's hair. It was about their body. Oh, yeah, hair, body, and their singing abilities.
What they got on.
The rest of it was money and food afterwards. Like how the collection plate, the tithes and stuff like that. But the majority had to do with a woman in there doing something. And I was like, wow.
Not even in the place of worship, are you saying?
that was telling.
That's right.
that was really telling. Saleo says women's appearance is always a topic of discussion.
It really is.
Agreed.
Well, like, it doesn't matter what you do. If you wear makeup, you don't wear makeup. You wear lashes. Her lashes too damn big. Like, they probably got something to say about my lashes today. But honestly, like, it doesn't matter what anyone says or whatever you do. I couldn't find my damn glasses, so listen.
Okay, so I want to ask you about the lashes just real quick. Have you seen some lashes that you were like, sis?
Yes. Like, these are not even long. They just look long because of the way my eyes are shaped. But they're really not long. The ones I've seen, I'll be like, that looks good on. Can you see? I feel like because it's coming from two angles like this. Like, they're getting the ones on the bottom now. And I'm like, bitch, I can, like.
They getting them on the bottom too?
Did you see me? How many fingers I got?
Wait.
How are you driving, Miss Mamas? Because it's like this. And they got like barely a slit to see through. So it's like, I mean, if you like it, I love it. But baby, I know you can't see. I know you can't. And they have the nerve to put on damn shades. Baby, like, I can put on shades. Easy. Boom. We're in here. I know that this is up against something. It's pressing. And then they get them filled in and know when they fill, I'm like, you didn't just get it filled? No, girl, I gotta go back.
That's bad.
Okay.
That's tough.
That's
tough. That's super tough.
That's different.
Yeah,
it's different.
I had to ask you about that.
This is it for me. This is it.
That's
I
it.
just have a small face and elongated eyes that are cat-like. So my lashes look bigger than what they really are. But really, they're short. Because when I show them outside the package, everybody's like, oh, they just look longer. I said, I told you, compared to a lot of shit, these people be like, oh. Shout out to those people with them lashes, though. Shout out to them.
She said it's an optical illusion, but we might have to investigate.
I mean, we can. They just look like it. Boy, fuck you.
Oh shoot. Listen, speaking of church, I feel like I've been blessed with an extreme amount of patience, right? but also your client, the boy, always finds the most amazing ways to test my patience. And so, listen, like I gotta preface this story with just hear me out. Hear me out, because it's gonna be you gotta use your imagination just a little bit, not too much. Just a little bit, not too much. Okay, we good. Long as we good at a little bit, not too much. Now, y'all might have to take y'all phones to the bathroom just to understand and get an idea about the setting. But like, here's the deal: the boy, while we're watching him, he does 83% of what we tell him to, which is solid. That's a B. That's a B. You know, the rest of it that he don't understand, that's where he might fail. But when he's out of our sight, that percentage drops down to about 41%. And so that's a super fail. Like, it's bad. And we've had over 10 conversations about, hey man, just go take a shower. Don't play around. Just go take a shower.
Play around, take a shower.
Don't play around. Just take a shower.
Yeah.
Don't play around. We send him to take a shower, and there's other noises going on upstairs. And a lot of noises going on upstairs. The water's running, but we got noises going on upstairs. And normally, I just yell at him through the door. She's spinning, but I'm going to keep going. Normally, I just yell at him through the door. I couldn't just yell at him through the door because I didn't like the noises. I should have yelled at him through the door, because the last thing that I expected to see when I opened that door, listen, Buddy could have had his head in the toilet. He could have been sitting in the sink, and I would have been less surprised. But when I tell you, this little boy was playing Naked Twister in the shower. And when I say Naked Twister, we have a shower tub combo. Their right foot on the tub ledge, left foot up where the soap can be. Understand me when I tell you, up. That's a problem. So it's up there. Bam, bam. I walk in that door and all I see is booty. I see booty in the sky. Boy, if you don't get your ass down, if you don't get your naked ass down right now, what are you doing? And so here's the problem. The look that he had on his face was, and he's still up there, butt naked. Like, his booty is eye level with me. So his booty is at least over 6 feet in the air. This is a problem for an 8-year-old.
Okay.
What are you doing outside of being the Naked Avenger? What are you doing? I was trying not to get wet, Mr. Jason. What? You supposed to be taking a shower. What do you mean? You're trying not to get wet. Listen, it took all I had not to call this boy out his name. What are you doing? Listen, you trying not to get wet? Why? The water was too hot. Listen, the what? Okay. Get your ass down. Take a shower. Go to bed. I was so mad. Like, I was so mad. Because I'm like, listen, if the water was too hot, you are in the wrong place. You have no way to turn that water off with your foot on the shower ledge and your other foot up on where you will put the soap. Come on. So I know you lied, but it was too stupid of a lie for me to continue to dig into it. But I was like, this was your plan? Yo, you could have died. You was so far up that you don't know how many people die in the shower. Your ass. The water was too hot. And so I made them once again, I might have made the mistake of thinking that this might not have been, this might have been how he checked the water. The girl thought catfish, cats and fish, it made catfish. So I assumed that she understood. I assumed that she thought that she knew that cats and fish did not to make catfish.
I love kids.
Fam.
For things like that.
Fam.
It's logic. That's just logic to them.
Hey, my man. Let me just tell you how normal, sensible people do this. So you turn the water on, but the problem is, like, you've been here for 11 months already. You turn the water on, you stick your hand in there, and if it's too hot, then you take your hand out. Shit. You turn the water down. If it's too cold, you stick your hand back in there. You be like, oh, it's too cold. I'm going to turn it the other way. All right, that's just fine. Let me go ahead and get in. Boy, that was almost your last shower ever. You was trying not to get wet. Like, I had to leave. I appreciate you, Monet. Monet out here blessing us with the badge. Thank you so much. Listen, I was so lost. When I went back downstairs, my wife knew something was wrong. She was, what happened? This I can't just.
The unidentified child that is upstairs that is acting of his race, not his color.
This had his. You got it.
Yeah, blankety blank, and some more blank.
You better get him.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
So, bleep, 100%. Like, I don't listen. When I tell you, I was so lost for words, and I was so mad at the same time. And then, trying to describe, like, listen. I was like, like, if I had to call your dad and tell him what happened, well, if you had to tell me the story, you probably would have lied.
Yeah, I can see that.
You would have had to lie, because nobody would have believed that you would have had your naked black ass up there. Nobody. You would have had to lie.
My man was in there trying to be Spider-Man. He was lying off rip. He was in there trying. He was like Spider-Man. It almost died. Like,
first of all, they're not holding auditions for the Naked Avenger. let me just. Stop it right
now. Like, Ariel had a shot. He was like, "It's my time. It's my time."
No.
Yeah, I'm back. I still don't know what just happened. All my internet just went out.
Look, the answer is no. It's so crazy.
Hey, Pope.
It's stuff like that makes me feel like sometimes I'm in the Twilight Zone, because I'm like, yo, this is not real. Like, this did not happen. Real quick,
just
guys,
in Texas.
In the chat room, go ahead and put in the chat if you got a short. This was my worst idea as a kid. Do you have one of those moments, True?
I would say the worst was when I fell for my best friend telling me that the ball was in his trunk. You remember like those tote trunks?
Mm-hmm.
Like those trunks you used to fill shit up with?
I got one, yeah.
And I went to grab it to get it out, and he pushed me in and closed it and locked that bitch. There was a whole house party going on, and the front was drunk and inebriated adults. This nigga could not get me out, and I say nigga on purpose because I don't call it niggas. This was a nigga moment. He couldn't get me out. I'm running out of fucking air in this box. It's one of them old school chests too. Yeah, like Houdini shit. I'm like, bruh, go get my mom.
6 hours later.
And only being able to see through the pee hole. The pee hole.
He said pee hole.
I don't know why I just said that. You're so childish. You're so childish. It's like you just took off. She said pee hole. But I remember them trying to get me out, and they had to go get a crowbar to get me out.
They had to break it. They had to break you out.
Like my Uncle Darryl, rest in peace. Like he had to literally just like crack. So finally, it just broke.
Oh, shit.
And I was in that bitch like,
oh, shit. Oh, shit.
And they were like, "Why did you do that?" He told you. Well, she said that she was going to get in there. I said, "No, I didn't. This nigga was lying." I was like, "Bro, I would have never signed up for that. Never."
Oh, wow.
That was the dumbest moment, but literally, this taught me to never listen to your friends. What?
No, I'm look. So it was a comment came in from the chat room that said she climbed up a slide, jumped off the top, decided not to slide down, but jumped off the top, ripped my leg open on a broken pipe sticking out of the side. Ouch.
Girl.
Ouch.
How about tetanus shot?
Ouch.
Do you still have a scar? Does she still have a scar?
You still got a scar, Si? Like, wow.
Oh, another one of my dumb child moments. I ran into it. So you remember them old school? Everybody, mom and daddy had one of these, or somebody auntie had one of those dressers. It was black with the gold trim.
Yeah.
So me and my best friend were playing. My other best friend, we were playing in an apartment, playing hide and go seek with her 3-year-old sister at the time. And I think she was 3. I think she was about 3. I was about 5 or 6. And she was like, "Go see if she's coming." We're in her mom and dad's room. We were on the side of the bed. So I ran out to see she coming. Her little legs coming down the highway, just full speed. And I said, "Shit, she's coming." I remember seeing the door, the closet, boom, floor. Woke up. I had a gash in my head all the way down to my skull. And to date, that thing is still not healed.
Oh, gosh.
30 years later, still not healed. I'm like, this is crazy. I can like go like this. There's a crack still in my skull. I cracked the meat all the way down to my damn skull, boy. Hold it. Stop it. Knock it off.
Oh, God. That is tough. Listen, so my worst idea as a kid, I didn't do homework one day, and I called myself. I told this story before when my brother was on back in the day, but I didn't do my homework, and I knew it had to be done, so I wrote a letter. I forged a whole letter to my teacher from my mom stating that, hey, the reason why Jason did not do his homework is because we spent the night at Hines Hospital. The part that made it a horrible idea is because Hines was spelled Hines, and that was too much like right for my little dumbass brain. I spelled Hines like the ketchup because that made sense. And immediately, I got slapped at school for that. My mom slapped me at school back when it was fashionable to be able to just hit your kids at school, and nobody said anything. Yeah, she got me. That was my worst. That was my worst idea as a kid. Now that I can remember.
I remember my mom thought I forged her signature, but literally she forgot she did and she whooped me for it. And I was like, I don't even know how to do calligraphy, ma'am. Let's get into that. What the fuck?
That's tough. That's so tough. But look, so I talk about those bad ideas and the bad idea that he had, and I had those moments make me feel like sometimes I'm in the Twilight Zone, because I've been having more and more of those like Twilight Zone moments where you ever had those moments where what you said and what you did and nobody is responding accordingly.
My whole trip in Texas, yes.
And when I say accordingly, I mean like you almost wish that interaction never happened. Listen, I know you. And so it's so bad because now, like, all right, a customer ordered some shirts, sent somebody else to come get them, told me that they were going to be there at 7:30. At 6:30, this person shows up at my house to pick up the shirts. I'm like, hey, what? Hey, you here already? Now they were done. But hey, you here already? I was expecting you at 7:30. She says, I couldn't get free.
It hasn't happened yet, fam.
Shit. Like, wait. I said that you were, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. Like, never mind. Like, what? So I didn't even re-engage. I was like, hey, here's the shirts. Let me know if you have any questions.
You just gotta let some stuff go.
Thank you.
Just gotta look at it like, what?
But it didn't stop there. And so this weekend, Friday night, I was probably about a week late cutting the boys' hair. Friday night, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and cut your hair right quick. You got a game on Saturday, soccer game on Saturday. I'm gonna cut your hair, look good, play good, blam, blam. And he looked at me like, huh? What does my hair have to do with my legs? I was like, no. If you look good, you play better. Like you just feel better, look good, feel good, play good. That's how that works. Like I've never competed in a situation in which, my hair, I wasn't looking like I wanted to look. Like I don't go play rough. Like I might practice rough, but when I play and when I'm competing and when it counts,
I ain't gonna lie, my ponytails just be hidden.
I want to look good. And so like he challenged me on the look good, feel good, play good, called up my dad, Googled it. He used 2 lifelines. It came back, look good, feel good, play good. Boom. Yeah, I don't know why he be challenging me like I don't know what I'm talking about. So Friday night, I open up J Slick's lines, low evens, and facial hairstyles. I cut his hair. Yeah.
Just illegally plugged.
What? I cut his hair. Yeah. I cut my wife's hair. Yeah. So both of them straight. I look, we started watching the movie. I'm sitting back thinking like, yeah, my man's he ready to play tomorrow. Like he ready to rock and roll. He gonna kill him because he got a fresh ass haircut.
was like the Falcons, Death by Design.
Super wrong. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready because the next morning he gets up. Good morning, Mr. Jason. Hey, good morning, buddy. Can you cut my hair?
That's what happened yesterday.
Say what now? Yeah, look good, play good, remember? Yeah, I remember I said it. So can you cut it? Nah, I ain't gonna cut it. I'm not gonna do that. So you want my hair to be messy? You want my hair to be messy, Mr. Jason?
Go get a brush, honey.
This ain't real. No, this ain't real. Like
he knows it, but I think what he thinks is he's correlating it as if I do it in the now, not I've already done it, then I'll still feel this way. That's all I got.
This ain't real. What?
Yeah. Because
Listen, I'm not gonna cut your hair. And I walked off. Like I didn't even tell him. Like I walked off.
Choosing peace.
We get in the car. Now I didn't even we're in the car on the way to the game. I didn't even tell my wife about this interaction. We riding, and the conversation comes up, and he's in the back seat trying to roast me. Mr. Jason, you be forgetting a whole bunch of stuff. You don't remember nothing. And I'm sitting here taking it. I'm like, yo. So I got this kid story alert posted, and I'm trying to finish. I'm trying to finish it at red lights. I'm like, but I'm trying about this interaction that we just had. So my wife she don't even know. Listen, and he kept going. I'm talking about he recklessly talking about my memory until I had enough. And I'm when I tell you I had enough, I was just like, this is coming from the same person who got a haircut last night. You got a haircut last night, and you got up this morning asking me for another one as if it never happened. You got to be kidding me. And you got the nerve to question my memory, and you forgot you had a haircut 9 hours ago. You better get out.
He does things just to bring a reaction out of you because he knows it's gonna happen.
You better get out of my face, Rick James. He was like, that was weeks ago.
Oh, Rick James.
That was weeks ago, motherfucker.
Ouch.
Listen, when I tell you, I was so outdone because I'm like, am I in the Twilight Zone? Like, I know I cut this boy's hair last night. I know I did.
Nah, I'm just telling you his correlation with it. It was how he correlated it.
He
had
like,
okay, well, I felt good yesterday when he cut it. That means I'm gonna get it cut again. I'll feel good again.
First of
not
all,
the logic that the hair has to grow back for us to cut it again for you to feel good again.
All you gotta do is go brush it. And
yeah,
it'll
fam,
be
just
fine.
use your brush.
That's all you gotta do.
Oh, come on.
Once again, I'm gonna use one. I used abundance earlier in the show. I was completely flabbergasted. I'm going to the Stephen A. Dictionary. I was 100% flabbergasted by the preposterous.
Okay, T.I.
It was so. Listen.
The irregular times that we are living in, that is preposterous.
I was so mad. And look, what make it so bad? Like I said, my wife didn't know that this interaction had happened. And so when I told her, like, you just asked me for a haircut and you got one 9 hours ago and you want to question my memory, and she laughed. She did one of those big, ugly laughs. Like, that crushed my man. What up, Mimi? That crushed buddy. He was completely crushed. Like, I don't even think he wanted to go play the game anymore.
Because she's never sided with him. So
come on, man.
pull with you together, and it's like Dang, how you gonna do me like that?
Come on, man.
Chill out on the cackles.
It's certain things that you cannot forget. Like if you've looked in the mirror.
That wasn't his logic. I told you it didn't make sense. Like the logic of, okay, if cut my hair, I feel good. Okay, so that means if I cut it again tomorrow, I should feel good tomorrow too. That's just how he took it. He's a kid.
I'm not even frozen.
I know.
Listen,
I can see you're not.
First of all, I was a former little boy too, and I never asked for consecutive haircuts. I never asked for consecutive haircuts. Like, come on now.
It's the generation, man. This is generation. I just watched this girl literally pumping gas, and I guess she didn't take the auto stop off, and it kept going. Her friend's recording this, and she's like, I think some of it got in my eye. She's holding a whole tumbler in her hand. A whole tumbler. The gas nozzle's on the ground just spraying everywhere. Her friend's like, well, what about all this gas? She picks it back up and goes, I don't know what to do with this. Pointing it toward her friend, the car, holding this tumbler. I'm like, unclick the button, Goofy. Golly.
If I had a match, if I only had a match, she would have figured out what to do with that damn thing.
But to have that tumbler, though, never put that tumbler down. So really, logic isn't for everybody. Common is not sense. So sense is not common, clearly.
Listen.
This is generation. Generation Z is it. Literally, this is it. We're at the end of the alphabet. This is them.
I would rock with both of y'all's trying to save him in this moment. But he was talking to me. If he hadn't made the comment, so you just want my hair to be messy, that let me know that he completely neglected. Like, he forgot that this whole haircut happened. Like, he was talking to me as if a haircut did not happen 9 hours ago. My wife woke him up too early. We can blame her. I did my part. I cut his hair. He always talk about, Mr. Jason, I don't want to be bald like you. Well, listen, if I had cut your hair again, you had nowhere else to go. You go from Kunta, I cut you down to Kobe. After Kobe, it is nothing but MJ left. You're done. Like, he went from I take it back. He wasn't quite Kunta. He was Kevin Durant though.
He was Kevin Durant, and we was giving Rondo.
I cut your Durant down to a Kobe. So now you at pre-waves. So if you brush it, you keep brushing it. It's gonna be pre-waves. But once you, like, if I cut it again, he's Charles Barkley style. You're Charles Barkley at this point. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's not do this. Like, I don't like those Twilight Zone moments. Those moments where I feel like I know what I said. I was standing right here when I said it. I know that I used good English when I said it. And for you to respond in the way that you did, or for that woman, that adult woman, to respond in the way that she did when I'm like, listen, you're an hour early. And she was like, yeah, I couldn't get away.
Can't make this shit up, folks.
You know what?
Kevin Samuels, you can't make this up.
You know what? This is the last order I'm gonna make. You can't ever come back over here and pick up no more shirts. I'm gonna leave it out on the steps.
Hey, Art.
So that we don't have to interact anymore. I don't like this at all. This is stupid. In the Twilight Zone, it ain't where I want to hang out at.
You start making you think you're going crazy, but really it ain't you, it's the people around you.
And
You
like,
feel like you slept for like 5 seconds. You're like, damn, is it me? Maybe it's me.
Did I miss something? Like, did I miss something? Like, you know, you'd be like, yeah. So what you think you want for dinner? And they'd be like, turtles can fly too.
I don't know, man.
Remember,
I don't know. I understand how you feel, because trust me, I just be living in everybody else's Twilight Zone but my own. I just be like, man, miss that. That's crazy.
Listen, I try to figure out where I went wrong and what did I do to deserve such confusion.
How do I say this again? I do this every single day with my job, so I be sitting there like, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. That's all I have. Maybe I'm the problem at this point. And the people are like, oh, you're talking down to me. No, that you're just talking slow to me.
I mean, you know what I deal with when it comes to real estate. You can just imagine what happens when you deal with people that want custom shirts. Because you just beat it. You know, you have what you have. Fam, come on, man. Come on, man.
This doesn't look exactly like this one. It's not the same materials.
Most people have no idea how close they are to getting cussed out. They think it's funny because they think my brother is the mean one, and I'm like, if you only knew what I was thinking.
I just keep my thumbs to myself. Dang, he dropped that.
But look, go ahead and plug your stuff so we can get on the body. I'll let you get back to your game, Shawty.
You already know what's going on, y'all. It's your girl, True627. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok. Your girl has definitely put up a TikTok. That's TRU627. Make sure that you are purchasing all your bead needs, bracelets, anklets, garters, waistsuits. Also got the other part. On my website, that's www.justbeadit627.com. Again, that's www.justbeadit627.com. I'm happy.
And yes, she said garters.
Yes.
Hey.
I'm not
yeah. And look, good people, like I said, man, we talk about t-shirt stuff. If you're looking for any custom t-shirts, go ahead and holler at your boy at the710printshop.com. Order from the website. If you got some custom stuff, just know the price went up.
The price is the price.
I'm not negotiating.
The price is the price.
You negotiate up. I'm not going down. Trust me, I will not go down. I'll send you somewhere else that will be higher than me. Go ahead and make your decision on, listen, I'm go ahead and put this in here right quick because it needs to be said. I'm not going down. I'm only going up. I do good work. I watched this video where this man was like, you got 3 things to choose from. You got to choose from whether you want the cheap. You get choose from price, you choose from time, or you choose your quality. But you only get a chance to pick 2 of them. If you want a good price and you want it fast,
you're not gonna get quality.
The quality is gonna be trash. If you want good quality and you want a good price, it's gonna take a long time. And if you want good quality and you want it fast, it's gonna cost your ass. So be ready to pay. Don't come to us talking that cheap stuff. It ain't no deals out here. Let me just go ahead and let you know. It ain't that. You're welcome.
I'm trying to get free.
One of the greatest compliments that I ever received, I did a shirt for this group that went to New Orleans a couple weekends ago for Labor Day. And they told me, Jason, we enjoyed everything about these shirts. The only problem is you didn't charge us enough. So next year we got you locked in, and we are going to charge our people more than what you charged us this year, because the quality was dope. You got the stuff done, and we appreciate the work.
I was like, they're gonna give you that charge?
Yes.
Money?
Yes. Okay. Absolutely.
But I was like, wait a minute, fam. We got a little charge on my shit. Hold on, fam.
Sarita, we got you, shawty. We got you. Titan shirt, black on black Titan shirt. Got you. But listen, when I tell you, also, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in any real estate in the Georgia area, go ahead and holler at your boy. If you're outside of the Georgia area, go still holler at me. I'll find you somebody good where you at. And once again, we appreciate everybody for following. If you have not already followed the 710 to Slickville Instagram page, we would greatly appreciate it. Get all the updates on if we missing or where we gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And until next time, good people, we can't say this enough, and I make sure that I end every show like this, and I want to start this show. Please, please, please be safe in these streets. We out.
Please be safe, y'all. Toodles!
Blam, blam.
What lamb?
Stupid. There we go. Oh, me and this thing right here. Yeah.